Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. In today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you how to cut and sew this trendy Caribbean dress. It is also called a maxi dress or a glimpse dress. The one at the sides is the inspiration and the one at the middle is the one I recreated. You can either make this maxi dress in different ways. You can decide to make it as a gown or as a skirt and the top. So for me, I decided to make mine as a skirt, just like as you can see on the screen. You can also decide to make yours as a gown. If this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching. This is the material I'm going to be using. This is called flower crepe. You can make use of any material of your choice. I have about 3 yards of crepe here. So you're going to be needing about 3 or 4 yards depending on how big you are. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and make a body sketch. So please pay attention to this part because I'm about to explain something. Let's assume this is the head and this is from the shoulder to the waist and this is from the waist to the hip and this is from the hip to the leg. I'm not good at sketching, just bear with me. So if you are making a gown, you will first of all go ahead and cut out your half length, which is from your shoulder to your waist. So because I'm making a skirt and not a gown, so I'm going to mark a straight line from the waist like this down to the hem of the skirt, like to where you want the skirt to stop. The Caribbean skirt I'm going to be making is going to be 3 steps. So you can decide to make 4 steps or 5 steps. That depends on you. If you check the two maxi dress on the screen, you are going to see that both of them has 3 layers. But the length of the first layer on the first dress is short and the length of the first layer on the second dress is kind of long. So the second one is from the waist to the knee and the first one is from the waist to above the hip line. Okay, so for me I want mine to stop below my hip line a little bit, so it will start from my waistline to my hip line. Okay, I will just want it to come down a little bit below my hip line while the other 2 steps will be equal. Let me zoom it out so that you guys can see it well. So I will just write down my waist measurement, which is 36 inches. My hip measurement is 44 inches. So this is the waist and this is the hip. Then the length of the skirt I'm working with is 44 inches. Or let me just make it 45 inches. 45. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to determine the length of the first step. The length of the first step is going to be from my waist to my hip line. From my waist to my hip line is 12 inches. I will just write 12 inches. But I don't want it to stop on that hip line. I want it to stop 1 inch below the hip line. So I will add 1 inch to that 12 inches. I will write plus 1, which is going to give me 30 inches in total. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to minus this 30 inches from the full length of the skirt. The full length of the skirt is 45 inches. 45 inches minus 30 inches is going to give me 32 inches. So I will go ahead and divide that 32 inches by 2, which is going to give me 16. So 32 divided by 2 is 16. The second step is going to be 60 inches and the last step is going to be 60 inches as well. So at the end of the day, we have 3 steps. So what we have here is 1, 2, 3. Remember this skirt has a waistband. So I'm going to be cutting it out from the first part. But before I cut it out, I want to first of all explain how wide each of these pieces is going to be from the first to the last step, how wide each of these pieces is going to be. Now, if you check the 3 skirts on the screen, you are going to see that the first step on the first one has a little bit of gather around the waistline. So you can see that the hip is not too tight. But the second one, the first step, there's no gather on it. And the last one is not also tight. It just has a little gather. The wideness of the first one is going to be my hip plus half of my hip. So my hip is 44. 44 divided by 2 is going to give me 22. So the first one is going to be 44 plus 22, which is going to give me 66. That is going to be for the wideness of the first layer. For the wideness of the second layer is going to be 44 times 2, which is my hip measurement times 2, plus half of my hip. So 44 times 2 is 88. 88 plus 22 is going to give me 110. So that is what I have there. While for the last layer is going to be my hip measurement times 3. 44 times 3 is going to give me 132. 132 plus 22 inches, okay, which is half of my hip measurement, is going to give me 156. So the first layer is 66, the second layer is 110, and the third layer is 156. So go ahead and make use of your own hip measurement. This is my own measurements. The last part of this is going to be the waistband. So for the waistband, I want the wideness to be 1.5 inch. That is what you see me marking on the sketch. So I'll go ahead and minus 1.5 inch from the measurement I have on the first layer. Remember, the measurement I have there is 30 inches. 30 inches minus 1.5 inch is going to give me 11.5 inches. Now the length of the first layer is going to be 11.5 inches and not 30 inches. By the time we add the waistband to it, it will now give us that 30 inches. I hope you guys understand this calculation very well. So I've gone ahead to cut it out on my fabric, and I added 1 inch for joining allowance. So this is the waistband, this is the first layer, the second layer, and the third layer. This is the skirt band. The length of the skirt band is my waist measurement. Then I added 2 inches for zipper allowance. My waist is 36. 36 plus 2 inches is going to give me 38. So the length I have here is 38 inches. Then the wideness is about 4.5 inches. You can also make use of 5 inches. I also ironed cloth stain on it just to give it strength. At the edge here, I went ahead to fold in 1/2 inch, and I also went ahead to iron it out. So after I was done folding in 1/2 inch, I went ahead to fold it again like this and measure 1.5 inch. Remember, 1.5 inch is what we need for the waistband. Then I also went ahead to iron it out. Then the remaining part that was left, I just went ahead to fold it in like this and iron it. When I was ironing it, I didn't make the wideness equal. I make sure the down part is wider than the upper part. So as a fashion designer, you should know how to cut and sew a waistband. So what I'm going to be doing next is to go ahead and fold it to the back like this and sew it with 1/2 inch. Then I'll also do the same thing for the other side. So guys, I'm done sewing it. This is how it look like. So I'll just go ahead and push this inward and iron it out, okay? Then I'll also go ahead and iron the other side as well. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and run a gather stitch on each of this layer. So when you are running your gather stitch, please take note of each measurement, okay? Like this first layer, I'll go ahead and gather it a little in a way that it will be as long as 38 inches. Remember, the waistband is 38 inches because we are going to be sewing it to the waistband. For the second layer, I will go ahead and gather it. So the gather will be as long as 66 inches. The reason is because the first layer, the length is 66 inches, and we are going to be joining it together. So I'll also go ahead and do the same thing for the last layer. So guys, I'm done sewing it. What I'm going to be doing next is to go ahead and fold the waistband into two and mark the middle. Then I'll also go ahead and fold the first layer into two like this. I will mark the middle. Then after marking it, I will turn it to the front. Then I will pick up the waistband like this. You see the part I folded in with 1/2 inch. This part is the part I'm going to be sewing to the first layer. So right side facing each other. Make sure the right side are facing each other. I will go ahead and pin it down. Then I will take to the sewing machine. I will sew through the line I iron, through that gator line. I will just sew it to the end. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. This is what I have. Okay, this is the back part and this is the front side of the skirt. So what I'm going to be doing is to turn it to the back like this. I will just go ahead and push in the rough edge, then close it up with this other part. Then after closing it, I'll go ahead and pin it from the front like this because I'm going to be sewing it through the front to the back. So after pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine. I will sew through the line I already have here before, just sew it tiny. Though I already have a tutorial on my channel on how to sew a waistband to a skirt, I will leave the link up here and I will be leaving it at the description section. You can also go ahead and watch it, okay, in case you don't understand this one. After sewing the first layer to the band, I will also go ahead and fold the second layer into two. I will notch the down part. Then I will fold the third layer into two. I will notch the gathered part. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to, so they have seized the light. I'm just going to continue like that until they bring back the light. I will join the down part of the second layer to the upper part of the third layer. So right side facing each other. I will just go ahead and pin it down like this. After pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine and sew it from one end to the other. I'm done sewing it. This is how it look like. So you can see how neat the waistband is. If you notice any opening around the waistband, just go ahead and restitch it again. So for me, I noticed that there was opening around this area. So I'll just go ahead and stitch it down again. So after stitching it, I'll go ahead and fold it into two. I will notch the center like this. Then I'll also go ahead and fold this one into two. I will notch the center. So after notching it, I'll go ahead and join it to the upper part, right side facing each other. Just go ahead and join it. So I will pin it and sew it from one end to the other. I'm done sewing it. This is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and sew the zip on it. So I'll go ahead and fold it to the back like this. Just turn it to the back. After turning it to the back, I will place my zip on it. So I will just mark where the zip is going to stop. So this is where it's going to stop. I will go ahead and pin it down. After pinning it down, I will take my waist measurement. My waist is 36. 36 divided by 2 is going to give me 18. Then I will mark 18 inches like this. Whatever that is left is going to be serving as the zipper allowance. So I will just mark a straight line down like this. That is where I'm going to be sewing the zip on. Then I will take to the sewing machine and sew it to the hem of the dress. After sewing it to the hem of the dress, I will go ahead and fold it down like this one. Then I will refold it into two. Then sew it round. So guys, I'm done sewing it. This is how it look like. Okay, I'll just go ahead and open the zip like this. I'm going to be coming up with a beginners online class. If you're interested, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and follow me on Instagram. So whenever I post it, you get notified. If this tutorial was helpful, please do what to like, comment and subscribe so that YouTube can push this video for more people to see. See you on my next video. Bye.